Hey guys, welcome to Survival Savvy Mama, and today I bring you the news of the day. And I also want to touch points on news that's been something is constant. Okay, let's start with the BRICS. Okay, because in the long run, this is going to be a problem for all of us. Um, and the BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. We have been exporting our money or our inflation to other countries for a very long time. And it seems that the countries had nothing else to do but to deal with it. But right now, they're handing us our tails, okay? And the United States our tails. Right now, every country, including 20 plus more countries, are applying for the BRICS, okay, to be a part of the BRICS. Basically, other countries are giving us our money back for the most part, to break it down. You know, they've decided that they will trade in their own currencies or whatever the currencies that the BRICS come up with, But right now, I believe they're starting to trade in their own currencies. And at one time, and even still now, the US dollar is the currency, the go-to currency. This is the main currency that is being used for trade. So basically, other countries would buy our dollars to settle trade across the country. Okay, our petrodollar and things of that nature. But it was strong, but honestly, it's losing its power. Okay, I just believe that the chickens are coming home to roost, and I believe the breakdown really happened when our president sanctioned Russia and started to change how Russia could and couldn't use the dollar. Excuse me. So basically, the dollar had become weaponized. And with anyone that has any kind of sense, when you're under any kind of attack like that, you got to try to brace yourself and prepare yourself. And if I can't use your dollar, how am I supposed to get through? And I guess this would be a thought for the country leaders. So, they came up with their own way. That's not going to be good for us, guys. It's just something that's not going to be good for us. We're going to feel it as we are feeling it now, but it's going to probably get worse. So buckle up and hold on tight, okay? Don't believe the hype that our country is kicking. I would advise you to check out other news. We hear propaganda just like any other country. And when they tell us about it, believe me, it has already happened. It has already happened. It's already too late. Okay? And the question being, if all these countries are jumping ship, how many more countries can the United States talk into using our currency? I don't know. It's just a thought. We are already feeling the inflation. When we were being told there wasn't an inflation problem, we knew it was just by our electric bills, our power, gas bills, foods. Just everything is skyrocketing, and it's hurting a lot of people. And even when they talk about this increased wages that people have seen, that what $17 is the new minimum wage because inflation is up here. People don't see that increase in their pay. They don't see it. It's gone before they see it, So don't buy into everything that they're selling us, because eventually we may even see hyperinflation. So guys, really buckle up and start preparing the best way you can in your situation to get ready, because I believe sometime in the fall we will see a lot of things collapsing. If you look around now, you see in other cities, I won't say in my city so much, but you see a lot of empty buildings, empty commercial buildings. Businesses are not there. Uh, they found another way. And what do you think is going to happen? That's a big deal. So when commercial real estate start crashing, we've seen the house bubble and we've seen housing crash, but when commercial real estate come crashing down, it's going to be a problem, or the problem going to really be seen, whichever way you want to look at that. Okay. The Fed chair came out and addressed Congress about the fight against inflation. He basically said we have a long road to get there, to get where we need to be. Again, hold on to your seat. So it's been said, and I have to go back and get where I read this at, but they said there's Chinese troops 100 miles from the USA. I'm going to have to go back and find out in what area that would be. But that's not the first time I've read that or heard that. And the question I will pose is, what they there for? What are we about to be under attack? And then what's crazy to me is how a lot of Chinese people are getting in to our country, even being stopped by border control agents and given a ticket to show up for court and still allowed to go through, when other nationalities is not. I say red flag. Not only that, I'm still trying to understand why those spy balloons was allowed to map us out in our installations for too long before it was shut down. They either extra smart and savvy or it's been allowed. And I don't get that. One of our biggest adversaries seem like they coming to be on top, both countries. And when we talk about the BRICS, let's talk about this. India is on the rise. India has a big economy, and so does China and Russia. We won't be the superpower long. Take my word. They are already setting it up. It's already been written anyway. It was already in the master plan. Sometime back in the 1950s that it was written. So it's coming to term. Okay? So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. And a lot of times they tell us too late. And we like, what? What in the world is going on? So no, we're not going to be fooled this time. We're going to stay on top of the news and be honest with ourselves. What does that mean for us? Okay? Because at the end of the day, we are, regardless of what you think, the low man on the totem pole. And I'm not just talking about my color. I'm talking about the citizens of these countries, including ours. I can't believe our government care about us. We just something to step on. And it doesn't matter who get hurt, okay? Okay, because the elite's going to be just fine. And we need to look more into this China being off of our shores, or on our lands 100 miles off, too close for comfort, if you ask me. People are reporting seeing realistic Russian air defense systems being spotted on the U.S. rail system. Okay. That's just what people saying. Okay. And if it's true, is our military preparing for conflict with them? Okay. I'm just asking. I don't know. But I see some red flags. Okay. And then China, a National Petroleum Corporation, is signing a 27-year deal with Equator Energy, the second major supply chain with China. China seems like they're doing them. Okay? Don't need us. Mm-mm. Don't need us. Mm-mm. All right? Yeah. Okay. And what's alarming to me is that it's been said over and over again that United States is depleting our ammo because we're helping other countries fight wars that some kind of way we become part of. And what's going to happen to us? If they attack us, are we prepared? Do we have what we need to properly prepare for an attack when you're talking about China troops 100 miles away from us? That's like 5 miles to me. But, okay, it's a red flag. Maybe everybody training at the same time. But for what? Okay? And the other thing, there was a meeting with our country in China recently, and I'm trying to figure out, are we back walking? Are we back walking what we said that we stood on? We was part of, so at least Biden said we was going to protect Taiwan. And now they're saying that we don't believe the Taiwanese need to be or should be an independent nation. So why are we there? Why are we there? Why are we sending our troops, our Navy, our ammo? What were we doing? And then we got Ukraine that we're sending everything to. What are we doing? I'm just saying, ask yourself. I have more questions than I do answers. But what I do know is that we need to stay up on what's going on and understand that we ain't looking so good out here in the world right now. And then we got one of the biggest cities just going to hell in a handbasket. Levi executive said, you speak on San Francisco in its condition, you're going to be considered a bigot. You can't question the way San Francisco is right now, or they will come against you. Well, when you have so many homeless people sleeping in the streets, San Francisco is so priced out, nobody almost can afford to live there these days. And then the way it looks, who wants to? Okay? Who wants to? Those people need help off those streets. Y'all need to bring them prices down and get them people off the street and get them in something. Okay? You can figure it out. We figure out bigger situations, and it's all these empty commercial real estate properties that you guys have. Figure it out. Bring San Francisco back to its glory. I remember when San Francisco was beautiful. But at this point, nobody probably could pay me to go there right now. Just because it's so sad. You know, it's so sad. Oh, but let's talk about California, since we're on San Francisco. So California has this rule that will eliminate gas sales in California by 2035. California aims to ban gas sales by 2035 after 2020, an executive order by the governor, Gavin Newsom, called for the electrifying the entire transportation system. California Air Resource Board passed a Clean Car 2 Act. In California, this rule will eliminate all gas car sales by 2035. They will spend $10 billion to push this agenda. Okay. All right. Okay. Before I give you my opinion. But remember this, days after it went out to the Californians, California asked EV owners, electric vehicle owners, to limit charging as heat waves test the power grid. Red flag. Red flag. Okay. So you're trying to eliminate gas cars. Okay. Climate thing, all of that. Yeah. Okay. Most EVs people can't afford. They might as well buy a house. Excuse me. But you're asking people, you're eliminating the sale of gas vehicles, but the grid ain't strong enough to hold all the electric currency coming through there if need be. But you making the state electrified. But the grid is not strong enough because the heat challenges it. How you gonna make that work? I'm just saying. Please tell me. Because it ain't making sense, man. It ain't making sense. If we can't handle the vehicles and the electricity being used now there, what they gonna do when everybody have an electric vehicle? How often will you be able to charge your vehicle? How often will you guys have rolling power outages? I don't know. I like my option with the gas. Yeah. Because either way, you screwed. Gas prices are going to be so high that it's going to be expensive to even drive your vehicle. Electric, I don't think it's going to be reliable. It's too many ifs and ands and will be's. I don't know. People attacking the grid. Shut the whole infrastructure down. I mean, is that something I want to rely on? I don't think so, but you choose for yourself. And I don't know if that's going to bring California or San Francisco or any of those kind of cities back to its glory, but have at it. Good luck with that. So, guys, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and I'm going to try to continue to bring you more content. But there are so many red flags that we need to pay attention to and start preparing ourselves financially. Be prepared in your home with your medicines, because we're going to come back and talk about logistics in the trucking industry. That's important because we all are already feeling that, and things are not moving the way a lot of people think they should be or they used to be. It's just not there. And we also going to touch on precious metals. So if you guys will come back and join me the next time, I will have more information for you on those topics because they're really important. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll be back with you guys soon. Thank you.